And this week, we've seen Brazil from a number of different economic angles, including the controversy over spending on stadiums we just talked about, the country's massive gap between the rich and poor, and also the fight to protecting Brazil's natural resources. Ricardo Sennes is a managing partner at Prospectiva Consulting and explains how we got into these big protests and examines possible solutions.
Strictly related to the protests that we faced two months ago, the government has some response, has given some response to this. One, I think, was a key element was they start to a program to increase the investment in public transportations in the big cities. This was one of the key issues on this related to this protest. The government started to address this issue. It's not easy to give the short-term response for this kind of structural problem on the economy. The other
Ricardo,
related to the quality.
I want to ask you another question to kind of a follow-up to that. And one of the trends that we've seen around the world is that the youth, the unemployment, or the lack of social mobility, I'm going to combine both of those together. And one of the key ingredients that we see is the fact that those with access to technology ultimately move up and they get great jobs and their careers move on. But those that don't have access to technology and arguably education, they ultimately get left behind in the entire growth path.
Well, I think when you take, that's the point. The protest that we have in the country was not directly related to the low, I would say, income class in the country. The protest was more related to the middle class. As you said, this middle class has access to all the media, the internet, the social net, and these people has more information, and they are very much aware about the quality of the public policy in the country. That is clearly a problem in Brazil, the problem of corruption. So these people has a specific agenda, and they are pressuring the government to increase the results of the policy related to reduction of corruption, etc. But the other side of society, that means the low income class, these people continue to have a very strong policies related to income transferring, direct income transferring, some increase in the spending in social policies. That is interesting to note that when you take the approval of the federal government, the Dilma's president, the approval of his or her government continue to be very high. It's about to 50%. That means the majority of the Brazilian society continue to support the government, even though the government has lost the support of the middle class.